Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hlubi and this is another episode of Hlubi's Corner. So from the previous video, the first video, what I did was I explained my what for saving the 50,000 Rand. In this video, I'm going to just spend time explaining how I actually was able to save that amount. And I've actually gone back into my bank statements. Well, what I did was I went on my app and I just quickly traced my account back to 2018 December to see what the total amount was as at 31st December 2018. So after I had finished my degree, and I found that the actual total amount, it was a little over 58,000, just a little over 58,000. Okay, so what I want to do is just explain my how on how I I just want to explain how I was able to save my money back in varsity. So as I had mentioned in the first video, it was important for me to have a plan. Initially, my plan was to save money to buy a car, and in the third year I changed my mind after thinking about what is going to happen to me after I graduate. So my initial plan was to just save a specific amount of my allowance, which in third year and fourth year was literally 3,000 Rand. So out of the 4,000 Rand that I was getting, 3,000 Rand I was putting aside. Now putting money aside is not me just putting imali under my mattress or putting money in a 2-liter bottle like some people do, which I think is great if you're saving like about 2 Rand, 5 Rands, but for the type of amount that I was saving, it only made sense for me to put it into a fixed savings account. Now this fixed savings account I opened when I was in second year, so that's 2016, and I didn't have a stop order. I didn't have a stop order. I was the one who took money out of my savings account into my fixed savings account every month, and I was disciplined with that. Now I'm going to later on delve into how you can also help yourself become a little bit more disciplined with how you actually save imali. But for me it was just agreeing on what amount it was that I wanted to save. I didn't even look at the end result of what I could have potentially saved. I don't think I had that in mind, but I think it's important if you are planning towards buying, or if you're planning towards attaining a specific amount, then I think that could help in you determining how much you should in fact be saving each month. But for me it was, I just agreed with the Lord about that amount, and that's what I kept to. It was 3,000 Rand. I put it into a fixed savings account. Now it was important for me to put into a fixed savings account because, as I had mentioned in the previous video, I'm a very cheapskate. So unlocking a fixed savings account means while you are going to forfeit a certain amount or a certain percentage of your fixed savings account, and I'm going to later explain how that almost happened in fourth year in December, because I needed money from that lump sum amount that I had at the end of my fourth year. So I had agreed on how much I wanted to save, and I think it's important for you to have a realistic amount that you can save. Be realistic about your needs each month. Be realistic about your expenses, your needs each month, and from your surplus amount, that's the money that you should look into possibly saving each month. Now, there's a huge difference between saving your money and investing your money. I think I only started to delve into investments after I graduated. Once I started working, I started to look into platforms like Easy Equities account, where I could buy shares or other asset classes that I understand. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to stick to saving, because that's what I did when I was in varsity. Now, I don't think it's important for me to specify which bank I was saving with. I think all banks have savings accounts. All banks have fixed savings account plans or whatever. So just go to your bank, visit your bank, or so just do your research and check online what the different offerings banks have for savings accounts. I know it usually depends on how much you actually are putting into that account. So do that and see which one would actually give you the best interest. But yeah, I put mine in a fixed savings account for discipline purposes. Now, how I was able to keep myself disciplined was just knowing how this was going to benefit me in the future. I think I was constantly forward thinking, looking, okay, if I continue at this momentum, and life did happen over the years, over the months. There were instances where I needed my money, or I needed not to save 3,000 rand or of the 4,000. There were months where I definitely felt like I should maybe put 2,000 instead of 3, or maybe 1,500 rand instead of 3,000. But I was forced in those months to look really closely into my pocket and see about, okay, Nyani, are these things that I want, are they things that I really need, or can I save up, like from the 1,000 rand that I'm keeping from the 4,000, can I maybe purchase whatever it is that I need in the next 2 months or next 3 months? I was really strict with myself. Some people aren't able to do that, because if the money is there, why should I wait 3 months or 4 months to purchase whatever it is that I need? But I was disciplined in that. With that, I think if you struggle with discipline, I think the first thing that you can do is also consider maybe opening a fixed savings account, and be sure that you're going to commit to putting this specific amount each month. Fixed savings account, when you put money into your fixed savings account, you're the one who decides how long you want the money to be locked in the fixed savings account. You'll only be able to get your money back at the end of the period. So let's say today is the 23rd of January 2021, and you want to start putting money into your fixed savings account, and you want it to be unlocked next year, 2022 December. So your money will only be unlocked in December, and you'll get your money on the 1st of, what did I just say now? The 1st of January 2023. If you want your money to be from now till next year, December 31st, 2022, you only get your money on the 1st of January 2023. And I think that's the benefit of having a fixed savings account, is if you really struggle with being disciplined with your money, you can see your money grow on there, but you can't actually access your money. The other option is to put it into a flexible savings account, which you can access your money at any given time. I think for people who are disciplined, but who know that there's a lot of uncertainty in their life, I think having a flexible savings account could be the other alternative. But if you're disciplined, because with a flexible savings account, you can literally at any point in time go and tap into that and put your money back into your current or your savings account, like your normal day-to-day account. And I think for people who are really disciplined, that really works for them. The vast majority of people who struggle with being disciplined with money. I think having a fixed savings account and putting money into that can really help. I know you can also have a stop order for that specific amount that you've agreed with yourself on saving. That's another option. Yeah, so the other option is, if you really struggle, I think maybe look into potentially opening another savings account, like with a bank that doesn't charge exorbitant monthly fees. You can do your research online. There are tons and tons of new banks as well now that offer relatively low monthly fees. And do your research again. Check online, guys. There's nothing that you can't find online. Just use your search engine to find information. Literally, we have information at our fingertips now. So yeah, if you struggle with being disciplined, I would suggest maybe opening another savings account and to another bank. And what you can do is every month transfer money from your main bank account to the other bank account, and keep it there. And please take my advice with a pinch of salt. And I think it's important for me to also say that. But if you really want to save money, you will take drastic measures to ensure that your saving goals and your saving plans take place. And I think that's why I'm just trying to think of ways in which, if you really struggle with money, ways in which you can actually force yourself into saving imali. But yeah, I think the points that I've touched on should suffice. And just comment down below as well if you have any other drastic tricks that you do to ensure that you actually do save money. Let me just quickly emphasize some of the points that I've shared on this video. Is one, have your why. Have a reason behind why you want to save your money. Put a name on it. Two, have a realistic goal in terms of how much you want to save. After drawing up your budget and looking at your expenses and the amount of money that you get coming in, your income, and have a realistic amount in terms of how much you can actually save. Three, go and do your research. Look at what the different banks are offering. And then number four is take drastic measures to force yourself to save money. And I think also the other thing is, I now realize that with the first video that I sent out, people are gonna think that I have money. Guys, iphelile. I explained about how I used the money in that video. So, and so much Shonisa. And it's important for me to also clarify, but the information that I'm going to be sharing on this platform for now are things that I have endured or things that I have experienced in my life. Advice with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch of salt, and if you have anything to add on this conversation, please comment down below, and share with me how you are able to save money, how you continue to maintain discipline. Yeah, okay, and I also just want to say thank you to everyone who watched my first video. I want to thank everyone who also commented, who gave me constructive feedback as well. I'm going to use that going forward. Please also stay tuned. I'm going to be posting videos every Tuesday. Every Tuesday on good weeks. I'll try and maybe make 2 videos. So if I post on a Tuesday, that's mandatory. I might post as well on a Friday if I've had a good week and I was actually able to fit in a video or 2. But yeah, thank you for watching my videos. Please like, comment, and please press the subscribe button. Guys, it's free. It's free. Mahala. Free. and please share it with whoever you think could benefit from some of these conversations that we are having on this platform. Oh, and there's one last thing that I wanted to say is Friday I'm maybe dropping a video, the Get to Know Me tag. I think it's long overdue. Not long overdue, but I feel like it's one of the very first videos that you should actually put out before you continue with the content that you'll be rolling out. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. Bye! See you next time.